once you identify the limiting belief, right, and then they jump into using the affirmations that are the opposite of that belief, right? So like, for example, let's say I identify a limiting belief within me, and it's a limiting belief that says money doesn't grow on trees. There's not enough money in this world for me to be able to live comfortably, right? Like, let's say I was just programmed like that when I was a kid. Money doesn't grow on trees. There isn't enough to go around. So you probably aren't attracting money. You probably are grinding in survival mode. You're probably, watching money leave your accounts and then come in and then it leaves again. And like, there's no building of savings. There's no wealth. It's just coming in and coming out, right? Now, what happens is a lot of people would jump, once they find that limiting belief, is they would jump into, there's plenty of money, there's an infinite resources of money, and the universe is abundant, I'm abundant, blah, 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 blah. By doing that, you're trying to introduce a new program. You're trying to reprogram to a new program, right? And we do this. This is a huge part of the journey. This isn't wrong. But if this is the first thing you do, you're bypassing and ignoring the healing process that must take place before you start introducing the new programming. That's why you're introducing the new program and you're gaslighting yourself and you're like, oh, there's plenty of money, even though the root cause, the limiting belief that is currently within you, that is hardwired into your subconscious and confirmed by your life experiences, right? Like, this is hardwired in you, the current limiting belief. But what you're doing is not paying attention to that, knowing it's there, and then choosing to gaslight yourself and be like, no, there's plenty of money. And then your actual limiting belief is like, no, there's not. Your current program is saying there isn't enough to go around. Like, you genuinely believe that to a point where you operate from that belief. But you're telling yourself, no, it's fine. No, there's plenty of money. You're wrong. And it's like, what's going to happen is you're going to keep affirming the new program without looking at the old program or healing the wounds that created that belief, right? So it's not about jumping into the new story and just like ignoring what's currently within us. And there needs to be healing. There needs to be shadow work. We need to sit with the current program and understand it fully and accept that this is how we've been operating and where it came from. And once we gain this closure and we have this healing experience with ourselves, it makes it then easier to actually believe the new programming because you've sat in the old one and understood all that it has to serve you. You've understood, hey, I totally understand why I operate this way, where these things came from, how it's affecting me. Start to make sense of how you operate and why it's not benefiting you. It's not just about slapping a bunch of new positive affirmations on top of a limiting belief and hoping it goes away eventually. We can start to introduce a new program because we've understood the old one fully, how it's worked it through us, what it's created through us. It's only until and only when we've really sat there and identified and admitted the current program that we hold, instead of just pretending like, oh, I'm just going to avoid it. Like, eventually I hope that I believe these new affirmations. Like, no, there's actual healing that you're bypassing, which is why you're not achieving results. And you can say it till you're blue in the face, any affirmations you want, but until you heal the core wound from the current program, you can't move forward into a new one.